Okay, so in today's video, you will see what is the top 10 must-have units for beginners in update 11.7.5. The last video I did on this was a month ago, and there has been many units added ever since. Every units in this video are all obtainable and not from trading. And with that being said, in no particular order, the first must-have unit for beginners is Pucci Charlotte. Karakuri is one of the best supports with his slows. Slows are very essential against fast enemies, especially as you progress into the game, you'll be needing at least a support. Karakuri stats at max level and max upgrade is 27,612.2 damage plus 2,761.22 burning damage over 5 ticks, with his SPA at 6.5 seconds, making his damage per second at 1,248.03. Karakuri will cost 67,750 yen to fully max, and I do not suggest upgrading your Karakuri since you'll mainly use him as a support with his slows, and slows only work every 7 seconds. If you have less than 7 seconds, then the slow won't work. Pucci Charlotte's damage type is physical and fire. Okay, the next unit is Hange Captain. Hange Captain can easily carry you throughout your infinites and mostly story mode acts. She is an exclusive and limited unit that you can only obtain through Ammo Battle Pass. Hange is a meta bleed heal unit, which is why she is in this list. Hange Captain stats at max upgrade and max level is 41,878.5, with her bleeding doing 12,563.55 damage, with her SPA at 6 seconds, making her damage per second at 6,879.75. And this is insanely strong for a battle pass unit, so I definitely recommend having her on your team. Not only that, what makes her more as a must-have is she is the best physical heal unit. Hange Captain costs 43,500 yen to max upgrade, and her damage type is physical. Sheesh. Alright, the next unit is Genos Incinerate. Genos Incinerate is quite a valuable unit, especially he can carry you in your early games. Genos does burning damage with a multi-hit, which will be good against shield opponents and cheap to max upgrade. Genos stats at max upgrade and max level is 73,358.24 damage plus 22,007 burn damage over 5 ticks, with his SPA at 7.5 seconds, making his damage per second at 11,376.13. This is insanely good for beginners to have. Genos Incinerate costs 61,800 yen to fully upgrade, and his damage type is physical and fire. Okay, the next unit is Sukuna. He is one of the best bleeding unit out there, and he is a meta unit in general, and especially for leaderboard runs, despite on how easy he is to get. What makes him meta is Sukuna have an ability called Dismembered, where he applies nerfs to the enemies and gives a permanent 20% more physical damage done to that opponents who got affected. And he does bleeding, which is insanely good against region opponents. Sukuna's stats at max level and max upgrade is 89,739.63 damage plus 22,425.93 bleeding damage over 3 ticks, with his SPA at 10 seconds, making his damage per second at 8,973.96, which this does not even include the bleeding damage he does. Sukuna costs 62,500 yen to fully upgrade, and his damage type is physical. Alright, the next unit is Vast Cross. Vast Cross is one of the new units that is added in this update 11.7.5. Vast Cross is a must-have for beginners, especially how crazy his damage at Evolve, and he is a 2-hit ground unit. He is exclusive and limited unit that you can only obtain through Ammo Battle Pass. Vast Cross can also carry you throughout your games like Hange Captain can. Vast Cross stats at max level and max upgrade is 81,643 damage, with his SPA at 9.2 seconds, making his damage per second at 8,874.23, which is insanely strong for a Battle Pass unit, so I don't recommend sleeping on this unit right now. Vast Cross damage type is physical. Sheesh. Okay, the next unit is Ukura Resurrection. This unit is mainly for starters, since later on you will have better units, so you won't be using Ukura anymore. Although, he will still be useful in maps that increases magic damage and dark damage, as he has two damage types, magic and dark. Dark types are a must-have right now, especially with the new Fabled Kingdom 10 Commandments. Legend Stage 3 will recommend you to bring Dark type unit. Ukura Resurrection stats are max upgrade and max level is 40,203.36 damage with his SPA at 7 seconds, making his damage per second at 5,743.34. Ukura is the most easiest unit to evolve compared to everyone in this list, especially on how strong Ukura is. With starters, having Ukura Resurrection will help you a lot by finishing your act modes. Not only that he is strong for starters, he is a multi-hit unit which will be good against shield opponents. And Ukura Resurrection costs 62,500 yen to fully upgrade. Alright, the next unit is Gojo 6 Eyes. As I have said on previous videos, Gojo should still be your top priority to get, as he has an ability called Unlimited Void that you can manually use, and when activated, both air and ground opponents will be frozen for 8.5 seconds, which is insanely good for clutching and securing kills, as well as making Gojo's damage twice. Sheesh! So if he has 50k, he's now have 100k. You'll be needing 6 Rikugen Eyes, which can be dropped from Mahoti, Vogo, and Hanamo boss at Jujutsu Kaisen Infinite Mode map. The drop rate for Rikugen Eyes is 10%, and you'll be able to have 6 Rikugen Eyes in one day if you play constantly, and you can infinitely upgrade his Limitless with Rikugen Eyes and 6 Eyes. Gojo's 6 Eyes stats are upgrade down and max level is 48,321.34 damage with his SPA at 6 seconds, making his damage per second at 8,053.56. which is incredibly overpowered for a support unit. Gojo's damage type is magic. Okay, the next unit is Metal Knight Arsenal. Once you have acquired most of the units I have mentioned in this video, getting Metal Knight evolved to Metal Knight Arsenal will not be too hard. Especially Metal Knight is the best heal unit in this update 11.7.5, with him being a multi-hit and insanely strong in infinite runs, as he has a passive where he will be able to spawn his drones and does half of his damage. With beginners having Metal Knight Arsenal, you are going to be insanely strong. Metal Knight Arsenal stats are max upgrade and max level is 129,181 damage with his SPA at 6.1 seconds, making his damage per second at 21,291.96. Metal Knight will be needing takedowns to be able to spawn his drones, especially his summoner unit will do half of Metal Knight's damage, and having a unique trait on Metal Knight is the way to go, yeah! Metal Knight Arsenal damage type is magic. As you have acquired Metal Knight Arsenal, I recommend getting Tatsumaki Tornado, as she is insanely good for a support unit, especially with her knockbacks. At later upgrades, she will be able to hit both air and ground opponents. Tatsumaki's stats and max upgrade and max level is 144,668 damage with her SPA at 12.4 seconds, making her damage per second at 11,666.77. At upgrade 9, Tatsumaki will be able to hit both air and ground opponents. She costs 85,400 yen to max upgrade, and her damage type is magic and air. I do suggest placing her further back, as she has an insane range, so you can use her knockbacks to the fullest. Alright, so the last unit is Pucci Heaven. Pucci Heaven is one of the most insane units for beginners to get, especially once you have yourself Metal Knight and the other units I have mentioned in this video. Getting Pucci Heaven will be the most easiest thing to do, especially Anime Adventures that recently added quests on Nami at the lobby, where it gives you discs for you to use to evolve Pucci. Sheesh! Pucci Heaven stats on max upgrade and max level is 49,064 damage with his SPA at 3.4 seconds, making his damage per second at 14,430.58, which is one of the best DPS unit for support right now. Especially you can place 3 Puccis down. This unit can be both used as a support or a damage dealer, especially you have this ability at upgrade 9 called Time Acceleration. When activated, his SPA and his allies' SPA will be lowered by 50%, and this will last for 30 seconds. Sheesh. Pucci Heaven's power tap is magic. Alright, so that was everything for today's video. Remember to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.